Hi, I'm Paul Aldridge and welcome to Australasian Bus and Coach TV. I'm here today in Hallam, Victoria at BCI. This is their latest bus. It's the Citirider E urban bus. Now this is an electric bus and BCI ain't new to electric buses. They've actually had electric buses for 10 years or so. But this one is purposely built for Australia. So look, let's go and take it for a test drive and see what this e-bus is all about. Let's go. So here I am in the driver's area of the e-bus, the Citirider. Look, everything is at your fingertips here. You know, you can adjust the steering in and out, and you can, once you stop there, it'll stop. So you can pull it in and out. So it just automatically does a lock, which is a great system to have. But here, what's the LED display here? If you open up the doors. There, I've just closed the doors. You can actually see on the display here, when the doors open, you can actually see which door is unlocked. When you close it, it actually shows you that the door is closed. Here we go. Well, straight away I've jumped behind the bus, the wheel, and the acceleration is so smooth as you take off. It's quite impressive. It's just quiet, it's smooth. But one thing I've noticed straight away, right from the onset, is the steering. It's very direct and it's not light, it's not heavy, but it feels really nice. And it's not a very big, it doesn't feel like a very big steering wheel, but the steering's very direct and very predictable. It feels very nice and tight. Saying that, it's a brand new bus, it's a brand new chassis. You would expect it to be tight, but it feels very car-like, very car-like. Here in emerging lanes, I'm using about three quarters of the accelerator, and it accelerates up to the desired speed of the road, or the set speed of the road. It's probably quicker than any diesel bus, route bus that I've driven. Look, we started off where we're not drawing any power really. We started off on 91% on the battery life. I'm actually decreasing power, and it's actually charging the battery. Now I'm using a bit of power as I accelerate, but I'm in an eco mode, so I don't know what the eco mode is. It's obviously not drawing a lot of power. But you can just look at the back of the bus here. It's quite impressive how they've utilised the back of it, and these big LED tail lights. It's very modern. I think they've done a really nice job. I'm quite impressed of the look of the back of the bus. Let's just have a look in here, and everyone just goes, wow, what's going on in here? You've got your charging port here for your daily charges. So that's very easy to access. And look, there's always going to be some sort of maintaining your cabling system, and there are things to do, but there's no water and oil and all that sort of stuff. The only water that you're going to be doing is your washer bottles for your windscreen. It's quite simple. I think that the electric buses are going to be well received, and governments will, you know, it just comes back to the government and the charging situation of buses. Yeah, it'll be great. It'll be a great thing to see in the future. It really will be. What's a very nice feature here in the bus is the anti-slip flooring in here. It's very sticky. I can't imagine that anyone's going to slip over it. And this will really help even you know, in maybe a situation where you've got standees and there's a bit of a hard braking, that you're not going to slip over. I guess to you know, your batteries are quite heavy in an electric bus. To bring the weight down, they've used these very slimline but very rigid seats. Graffiti-wise, you know, you can see that if they were graffitied, they'd be very easy to clean. All the surfaces in here are really great. But what's really impressive, it's actually stylish. It's just a route bus. You know, it's not a coach, but the colour concept and the whole look and feel here that you can see, it's really nice with a polished stainless steel. You can't get any better than polished stainless steel. So what's very impressive here, that BCI have incorporated here, is the utilisation of a double door in the rear, but if you see how the doors function, they actually don't come into the internal part of the bus. They're alongside on the outside of the bus, which in theory has given them a lot more space, and they've obtained 45 people seated and 20 standing. And this space is not cramped by any means. With the battery set up, they anticipate that you will get about 350 kilometres range, but these batteries here have a 350 kilowatts of power, so it's quite powerful. No operator is going to be disappointed with the power that this bus has. I've driven it up and down some hills so far, and it's quite impressive that there's power everywhere. Not like a diesel where you've got that lag, you put your foot down and it's got a bit of lag and you think, come on, let's go, we've got to get moving. You're not going to be a slouch in traffic, that's for sure. So here we are now, we've had the best part of the day driving the Citirider E bus. I've been actually quite impressed of the way the fit and finish has gone together, and more importantly, how the bus drives. Look, we've been out for several hours. We started on 90, I think about 92%. We're actually only sitting on an 89%. The bus has been running the whole time. We've driven it, we've stopped, we've videoed, we've photographed it. The air conditioning's running at the same time. But just the driver's area, that's well appointed. There'll be no complaints there. But look, it's running right now. It's not noisy like a diesel bus. I just can't see that, you know, down the track and in the future, why all buses or route buses won't be electric in 10 years' time. I know there's a lot to think about with charging, and I think that's our biggest hurdle that we're going to have. You can see that BCI have put this bus together and it's ready to go. So I suggest them building buses is not a problem now. It's just going to be implementing the charging stations for a fleet of 40 or 50 buses, 100 buses, whatever. That's going to be the next hurdle that we're going to cross. Saying that, I've really enjoyed this drive, and it's not about what you see, it's about what you don't hear driving this bus, and that's the most important part. But if you want to find out a little bit more, please go and grab a copy of the ABC mag, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks so much.